Tempus here. Hello and welcome to Tempus Weekly. I have the flu, so if I sound dreadful, it probably isn't your speaker's fault. This week, we are going to talk about making and saving gold, particularly in reference to Mop being here now. So, because Mop is out and everyone is trying to level their crafting professions to max, it's truly a gatherer's dream. Right now, gathering professions are going to be making an absolute fortune until things settle down. So, if you have a character with gathering professions, I recommend you go gather it up out there. But what if you're a crafter? What are your options then? Well, how badly do you want or need to get your crafting professions to max? If there's no need to get them maxed right away, then it would probably be best to wait a bit for prices to come down before you go about leveling them up. But if you need or want them maxed out as soon as possible, then what can you do? Well, you can gather the materials yourself, so you don't have to buy it off of other people. Or you can advertise on trade to buy materials in mass for a lower price than on the auction house. Odds are that some people will want to make the quick cash out of you rather than posting it on the auction house and waiting. This means you can get a discount. When crafting items to max out your professions, see if there's anything you can make that you will find useful either now or later. For example, if you can craft a piece of gear that you can use for doing heroic dungeons, then do so. You can also try to craft items that you can sell to cover your costs as much as possible, or even to make a profit. Try to use complementary professions if possible. So if, for example, you are a blacksmith and an enchanter, then you level blacksmithing and you can then disenchant the gear you made with blacksmithing in order to get some mats for enchanting. It may seem obvious, but it's something that needed to be said nevertheless. While leveling, don't spend your gold on gear unless you absolutely have to. You want to save your gold for when you reach level 90, as you will probably want to buy some gear to get your eye level up high enough to do some heroic dungeons. If you are in no particular rush to do heroic dungeons, then it's also good to avoid buying gear at 90 as well. That way you can just gear up in normal dungeons first and save a lot of gold that way. And while leveling, do not vendor, bind or unequip items of uncommon value or higher. A lot of people will be buying gear to help them level, and this gear sells for quite a bit more than you would get if you just vended it. You can always mail the items to an alt if bag space becomes an issue. That's it for this Tempus Weekly. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, be sure to comment, rate and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Good luck and have fun.